Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've filmed something for YouTube. Yes, Percy. I've had quite a few I'm returning to booktube videos, and obviously it never happened. This is another try because I feel like 2021 is the year where I actually am gonna manage to read a little bit more, hopefully. This is just gonna be a short wrap up of what I have read. Percy. This is just gonna be a short wrap up of what I have read so far this year. Yeah, I've only finished 3 books. I'm about to finish my 4th book. And then hopefully after that, I will continue to finish reading books and not just start them and then forget about them. I'm just gonna get right into that, and then at the end I'll talk about some future plans. Also, I will address the state of my bookshelves at the end as well. The first book that I finished reading in 2021 is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. And I actually started reading this in 2020, at the end of 2020. My rice. The reason why I initially started rereading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief is because they announced the Percy Jackson Disney Plus series, and it made me want to reread the series. So far, I've only reread the first book. Hopefully, I'll be able to reread the others before the series comes out. Also, by the way, I'm not going to do star ratings because they stress me out. Just going to say if I liked the book or didn't like it, who I'd recommend it to, or if I don't recommend it, that kind of thing. The next book I read was Room by Emma Donoghue. And this is an adult fiction book about a kidnapping, basically, and the woman that was kidnapped actually gave birth in this room that she's being kept, and the book is from the point of view of the child that was born into this room, and all this kid knows, I think his name was Jack, all he knows is room and bed and sink and table, like that kind of stuff. It follows these two as they manage to escape and how Jack adjusts to the rest of the world outside of room. I've previously tried to read this. For some reason I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. But I tried again and I finished it, and I really, really liked it. I thought it was very interesting. For those that don't know, I work as a kindergarten teacher, so I work with kids all day long from the ages of 3 to 6. So this was a very interesting book to me. I really liked it. After reading the book, I also watched the movie, which I think is on Netflix. I'm pretty sure that's where I watched it. Yes! Come here. So yeah, I watched the movie after I read the book. I liked the movie, but not as much as the book. They did change some things, which is fine. Like, it's a very rare case where you can do everything the same as it is in the book, but there were certain things that were focused on in the book that I did miss in the movie. I also read The Duke and I by Julia Quinn, which is the first book in the Bridgerton series, which obviously is very well known now thanks to the Netflix series. In this case, I did watch the show first, or started watching the show, and then as I was watching the show, I also started reading the book. I must say, this is one of those cases where the show is much better than the book. In my opinion, I prefer the show over the book. Obviously, the show is a lot more diverse than the book originally was. I liked that all of the other characters had more of a role in the show, and it wasn't just focused on the two. I won't be continuing the book series, just because I looked at, I might read the second book, because from the ratings on Goodreads, the second book, which I don't remember the title right now, the second book is the second book is actually people's favorites according to the Goodreads ratings. It has the highest rating in the series. So I might actually still read the second book, which is about the oldest brother, Anthony. but then I won't be finishing the entire book series. Currently, I am reading King of Scars. This is just the naked cover. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This started as a buddy read with my best friend, Faye. I will link some of her stuff down below. She's streaming on Twitch, as am I, which most of you should know. Maybe you don't. If you're new here, you don't know. I stream on Twitch. That's where I spend most of my time now. Anyway, Faye and I started buddy reading this. Then we both kind of not lost track. We just didn't read for a week or two. And then I kind of dove into it again, and Faye is slowly getting back into it again. Anyway, we're reading King of Scars. This is part of the Grisha universe, and the main character in King of Scars, or one of the main characters in King of Scars, is Nikolai Lantsov, the King of Ravka. I'm not going to get too much into things because it does spoil the Grisha trilogy, and I feel like a lot of people will be reading that now for the first time, especially because the Netflix show is coming out. I'm loving this book. If I were to give this a star rating, it would be a high rating. I have just a little bit left. This is my bookmark. I've also been reading this. I've been taking turns in reading this physical copy and reading the ebook version, because when I'm at work, it's just a lot easier to read on my phone when I'm on my lunch break, because this is a big book. I think I'm like 85% through, so not much left. Really, really enjoy this book. Nina from Six of Crows is also in it. And the second book, Rule of Wolves, actually just came out last week. So those are the books that I have read so far in 2021 and what I'm currently reading. I really want to get back into booktube, or at least like occasionally make bookish videos. I recently talked about this on my Twitch channel during one of my streams. We were talking about books, and I ended up watching some of my old videos, and I realized how much I actually miss making bookish videos and talking about books and watching other people's book videos. As you can see, my bookshelves are a mess. There's clutter everywhere, and that is actually a very good representation of my reading life. It's just a big mess. It's a clutter. I have not been taking care of my bookcases. Everything is just put on there. I feel like I need to reorganize that, and I thought maybe I could make a video out of that, to reorganize my bookshelves. Some other ideas that I had were to show all of my unread books that are on my bookshelves, because even though I haven't been reading a lot, I'm still buying books because it makes me feel good to buy books. So there's a lot of unread books, so maybe I could show those and talk about the books that I'm really excited to read, and you guys could tell me which books I should get to first, which books are the best of the ones that I still have to read. Feel free to leave any other ideas or any other video ideas down below that you would like to see me film. Follow my Twitch channel. I do art and play games there. That's where I spend most of my time when I'm not reading or watching shows. Also, this is my cat Percy. Oh, what are you looking at? Did you see yourself in the camera? Why do your eyes look so big? Yeah, this is Percy. He's my baby. I got him last year, and I love him to pieces, and he's a wild one, but I still love him a lot. You can also see a lot of him during my Twitch streams. Oh. Anyway, all of my socials will be down below. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.